Hi, I am Julian Bro. I am an economist and policy specialist. Today, I will be teaching you about the present value in time and the value of money. We will be talking first about the time value of money. Second, we will see how it is affected by time preferences. Finally, we will focus on calculating the present value of money using the compounding technique. A simple question to start with. Is $1 today equal to $1 tomorrow? No, this is because the utility of $1 now is that I can enjoy it now, whereas I will only be able to enjoy my $1 which I get tomorrow, well, tomorrow. So, in general, the present value of money will be superior to its future value. This is because agents have a time preference. Agents can be consumers, producers, or the state. In this context, we will focus on the example of an investor, someone who has money and has to decide to which investment to allocate it. Generally speaking, there are several reasons for this time preference. These are first investment opportunities. Holding my money and doing nothing with it, in fact, has a cost, because I could have invested it and made money. This lost profit is called an opportunity cost. Inflation is a second factor. If I do nothing with my money, there might be inflation, meaning that the real value of this amount of money will decrease. Inflation is a cost if I hold currency. Finally, risk. Whatever decision I made, holding my money or investing it, there are risks. The bank holding my bank account can burn. I can invest in a startup which goes bust. With all of this in mind, let's talk through each of those three scenarios, starting with investment opportunities. If I receive $100 today, I can invest it. Let's say that I think that I am going to make a profit out of it, say a profit of $10. So in fact, the value of $100 today is actually $110 in a month. So the value for me of $100 today is higher than $100 in a month. It is exactly $10 higher. Second, inflation. If I do nothing and just hold this money, its value is not going to stay the same. Let's say inflation is at 10%. This means that whereas today I can buy 10 kilos of rice, in a month I will only be able to buy 9 kilos of rice. As a consequence, it is better for me to have $100 now compared to $100 in a month. So, how do we then calculate the present value of money? This is important to understand so you can distinguish between different choices of investment. Let's see how lending with interest works. Let's say that I lend $100 over a year. Let's say the yearly interest rate is 1%. Each year, the borrower will pay me 1% of this sum. This means that at the end of the 10 years period, I will have earned 10% on my loan. Each year, I will earn 1% of $100, that is $1. The initial sum of $100 is called the principal. Each year, the value of my principal will increase by the value of the interest rate. $1 will be added to it each year. My principal will hence gradually increase until reaching $110 at the end of the 10-year period. I can hence calculate my principal at the end of the period using the calculation on your screen, where A is the amount at the end of the period, and it is equal to the principal at the beginning of the period, P, multiplied by 1 plus the interest rate, I, with an exponent which represents the number of time periods, N. We can generalize this formula by saying that the future value of money, FV, is equal to its present value, PV, multiplied by 1 plus the discount rate, I, with an exponent, N, equal to the number of time periods. The discount rate is how much value is assigned to the benefits received today, rather than in the future. We can rearrange this formula in order to obtain the present value of money. The present value of money, PV, is equal to its future value, FV, divided by 1 plus the discount rate, I, with an exponent of N, which equals the number of time periods. Here's a common mistake. The present value is the value of an investment today. No. In fact, the present value is the value for us today of the future returns on an investment. This value has not yet been actualized. That is to say, it is not money which exists now. Time for a quick exercise. You can be paid $1,000 today or $1,100 in 5 years. The rate of return in the economy is 3%. What should you choose? Let's calculate the present value of my future $1,100 using the equation we just saw. The present value is equal to $1,100 divided by 1 plus 0.03 exponent 5. The present value is equal to $948. So the present value for me now of getting $1,100 in 5 years is equal to $948. This is below the $1,000 which I can already get now. So I choose $1,000 today. A quick recap. The present value of a given amount of money is superior to its future value. This is because agents have a time preference for the present because of investment opportunities, inflation, and risks. One can calculate the present value of future money by using the compounding technique. Today, we discussed how money does not have the same value depending on whether one can have it in the present or in the future. This is essential in order to analyze the financial system.